Join us on the grid for the BSR MX5 Winter Series here on Apex Racing TV at the Road Atlanta circuit in the United States. It's the short layout tonight, and we're a short on a commentator, Andrew Woodhouse, alongside iRacing Pro Series driver Alex Simpson. And Alex, we believe Windows updates have claimed Adam Bath for the evening.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a feature update going in right now for Adam, so we'll see him tomorrow sometime.
Oh dear, the poor fella. Aaron Nobbs on the pole position, Josh Thompson alongside him, Alex Cherney in third, George McLean fourth, Adam Nally in fifth. Just looking at the championship standings, and Jamie Ayres has a 40-point lead over Peter Van Gogh with Anwar Smith in third, Adam Broughton Grant in fourth, and Brian Holmes in fifth. Lon Murray is leading the AM category ahead of Luke Clark, and then Richard Warmingham, and then Alex Cherney. The Team Championship Youth Energy ahead of Momo Racing, and then Bodak Racing. So, interesting to see what goes on tonight. The revs are rising. Early start, and the green light is on at Road Atlanta. Good getaway there by everybody at the front. Nom got away very, very well indeed. Good start from Cherney, got a good second phase. Also McLean there with McNally. Johnny Brandon in sixth as they go into the first corner at this long right-hander. And now, Alex, this is where the course starts to differ from what we're used to here.
Yeah, obviously used to the long course. Go a little bit through the S's, don't we? And then we're going to swing a right.
Big long right-hander.
Yeah, at the end of it and up the hill, miss off the two straights, really. Bit of a shame.
Yeah, that's where most of the overtaking would have been done, but I think it still will. I think the Mazda holds enough slipstream to make it happen.
Absolute pointless, useless fact right now. This is the layout that they did that Need for Speed film on, where apparently they got that Shelby Mustang thing up to like 200 odd mile an hour through that little back straight there. That's what
yeah, I'm sure they did.
Yeah.
I'm sure they did.
Like, okay then.
Didn't even get the McLaren MP430 up to 200 miles an hour, although that does have the Honda Formula 1 engine in it, as Robert Lundgren, Guy Michael Barry, and then Adam Hedgecock and Steve Hefford, this 23rd, 24th place. Oh, crash! Hefford into Hedgecock. Hedgecock's around, Hefford's around. Oh dear.
Yeah, Adam's still trying to recover.
Messy into the first corner. It is a difficult one, turn one. Oh, Aero Nom smashes the curb, and that will allow Josh Thompson to get closer.
A replay of that up on screen as well, so we can see exactly how it happened. So a little bit of defending going on from Hedgecock going in there as well, but lots of attacking. See exactly where it happens.
Josh Thompson going for the lead.
Yeah. It was just too late, really, wasn't it, from Hefford?
Yeah, just
honest.
Sliding on in there. Yeah, not a great result. And look at this then. Josh Thompson into the lead, Aaron Nom in second. It was a good move into the chicane by Thompson. Alex Cherney in third, and it's these three at the moment, breaking slightly clear, 1.2 seconds. Is their advantage over the chasing pack, led by George McLean. Then it's Johnny Brandon, and it's Daniel McCauley.
Someone around further back, well, not further back, it's Rizzo as well. Another Momo car in turn one, not enjoying himself, into the wall. Oh, somebody else as well. Who was that? Rob Graham, I think. Yeah, Rob Graham.
And car came across on Rizzo, it looked like. I don't know exactly who that was. I think it was McCauley. Just not really leaving the space there.
Really on the back of Thompson. He wants that place back.
He's going to be on the outside, Aaron Nom. Quick round the outside of the chicane through the first part into the second part. Josh Thompson, who was in the iRacing Road Pro Series as well, season, as well as Alex Simpson was, and is, of course.
I think Josh is officially retired from it now, isn't he?
Yeah, he can't make it now, Josh Thompson, but gave a good account of himself in some of the early rounds, but it went a bit wrong in the mid-season. 3 different lines through the first corner can only spell disaster, I'm sure. Nom, Thompson, Cherney, McLean, and Johnny Brandon. They caught up quickly, didn't they? That was 1.2 seconds that they've gained.
Bit of side by
these
side
guys were fighting.
Makes all the difference, doesn't it? Adam Broughton Grant out of the race as well, as long as possibly Lee Berridge Looking like he's dropping down the order.
Fourth in the championship, Broughton Grant. I wonder if they've hit each other, and Cullinan's off as well.
If I can get a quick replay of that while these guys are fighting.
I saw Broughton Grant was sideways in the first corner. Did he just lose he just lost the rear? I think he touched the grass on the way in. And that collected 47. Richard Warmingham collects Berridge.
Oh, and a few people involved in that, weren't there? A lot of ricocheting going on out there. I'm surprised. Not more damage.
And then Rafe Cullinan ends up spinning off a bit later on in a weird incident. Back to the front then, and you can see for yourself what the gaps are. Thompson leads, but only maybe for a few seconds as Alex Czerny coming in, Aeronom getting closer. Close to the German driver as well. Britain, then Germany, then Estonia. Top 3. National flavour here on Apex Racing TV, as always. Thompson trying to going to be an uphill battle for him to keep this lead. Alex is in a 15-minute race, but he's going to give it his best, I'm sure. We've got about 10 minutes left.
Czerny, gets a little whack from behind.
Oh,
and that sends him into Thompson.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think that was that wasn't quite Nom that initiated that. I think that was actually someone further back hitting him into. So they're just all into each other. They're crazy. They're 3 wide, 3 deep. Thompson bails out.
No, Alex, it was Nom into the back of Czerny. No assistance there.
Oh.
Just a misjudgment by Nom. And that's really shuffled the order. And George McClay's into the lead.
Yeah, with 1.3 second gap as well.
Well, he'll be happy with that. He was in 3rd or 4th place there. He was in 4th place, George McClay.
Thompson dropped down to 12th because he obviously got pushed across the chicane, so that's a slowdown. Looks like it's in a bad way as well. The rear right took a fair hit. You can just see it going through the corners. It's not tracking at all right.
Oh, he's going to crash. He's going to crash, I'm sure. Yeah, he's going to crash. Don't take anyone with you, Josh. Yeah, and I would park that up if I were you. Probably won't, but I would park it up. Broken rear suspension, not a good recipe, especially around the track like this. There's maybe some tracks that you could potentially get away with it, but not Road Atlanta.
8 minutes to go. With such a short track, he'll get lapped easy as well, won't he? So.
And yeah, he could keep going, but yeah, he's going to lose a lot of time.
I'm already on the back of McClay. 1 lap to gain that, 1 second back.
The slipstream does for you. These MX5s. Play. He's going to have to defend then. Have to defend pretty hard, I think, on the way into the chicane. You know what? I prefer this layout for this car just because, you know, it gives people a chance to overtake, but it doesn't make it easy.
Yeah, I agree, actually. I'm a fan of the full circuit, I have to say, but yeah, this works quite well with the MX5. Like you say, so much draft available on there, and you know, it puts them into a place, doesn't it, to overtake rather than getting them clean past. As Nom just went and did.
He did have to do it on the brakes, though. Yeah. Just about Aaron Nom. He was mostly in front. Anwar Smith's come out of nowhere and is suddenly in 3rd. And you've got, well, let's see the order as we come across the line to start lap 8. Aaron Nom has taken back the lead ahead of George McClay. Then it's Smith, then it's Brandon, then Holmes, then Czerny, Ayres and Van Gool and McNally. They're within 4 seconds of the lead. Then McCarron, Murray, Warmingham and Livalli. 13 drivers. There's a bit of a gap to Lundgren and McIntyre making contact at the first corner. Lundgren's off and he saved the car. Can, but colliding with the reigning series champion. Oh, and off goes Michael Barry, and he's in the wall without a bonnet now.
He already had damage as well. Let's see where he loses this on the replay.
Done. He needs to park that. Yeah, and he has. I didn't see the beginning of it, to be honest.
I just caught the bump on the inside of turn 1, didn't he? And it just sent him into the wall. It's a bit unfortunate.
Oh, big one. And then he got a bit... Well, he didn't get stuck in the wall, but major damage. Nom's pulled out half a second. And Nom hit that bump hard as well, didn't he? He was lucky not to suffer the same fate as Barry. Through goes Brian Holmes, just taking Alex Cherney. Ahead of Alex Cherney, I think it was.
Yeah, Alex really hasn't been able to recover back to the front after they had that collision in the top three.
Very flowing circuit for the drivers, this though, isn't it? You never really have a lot of time to think. A medium length straight, but that's about it.
Yeah, he's thinking about something right now and backs out of it. To Youth Energy cars ahead of him, pokes his nose in to the chicane.
Holmes through on Smith then. P4 for Brian Holmes. Started on 12th place, so not a great qualifying for Holmes, but definitely moving forward. We see a pattern with him there. He doesn't ever seem to put in lightning qualifying times, does he? But race is definitely where he's strongest.
Yeah, always seems to put in, like you say, good strong races. So definitely one of the quickest in the car that I've seen. Any series that we cover as well.
Joining us, everybody, tonight here on Apex Racing TV and iRacing Live. BSR MX5 Winter Series from Road Atlanta Short.
Clay trying to hold on to Nom here. Johnny Brandon trying to give him a bit of the hurry up.
I think Brandon's got a chance of getting to Nom if he gets through on his teammate. It's tough to tell, isn't it? Because of the help that Brandon's getting with the draft.
Wide again for McClay. I think Johnny needs to go through. I think he's got the pace to tag onto the back of Nom and let the draft catch him back up. They're side by side, the teammates.
Yeah, I think you're right. You're right. Oh, across the finish line. Oh no, here we go. Oh, well, they did well to avoid that, I think.
That would have been a bit of an adventurous move.
Oh, no. Oh, Smith was thinking about the middle. Never going to work, sorry, mate.
No, it's fine. As yeah, so McClay loses a couple of places there, quick succession, and yeah, so it's Brandon followed by Holmes now. Holmes looking strong. He'll be another one who thinks that he could get to Nom, but it's 2.3 seconds now, the gap. That little bit of battling just set them back a bit.
Yep. Jamie Ayres, who's the championship leader at the minute, gone up from 18th on the grid to 7th. Great run in race 1 for him. This is very close between Brandon and Holmes. The chicane again. Holmes can't quite hang it around the outside. Brandon leaves him a bit of space. Has the drive off the corner, just about on into McClay. McClay touches Holmes, and Smith has disposed with McClay.
McClay's going to be able to continue. He's going to lose a few places here, but he's still running.
That
didn't hit the wall.
Grass field that's off to the left-hand side on that last corner.
That's a good job.
Saved him, didn't it? But I mean, tough incident there.
Nom is away now. He's 3 seconds clear. They're not going to catch him. Brandon followed by Holmes. Cherney back into 4th. Might want to do something about these two. Get our podium position back. Had a good qualifier, of course.
Here on Nom 104.444 on the last lap. Going the 4s there.
Crazy, and you look at the rest of the guys, they were in 106s. Just goes to show you what the battling can do to you.
104.8 is the next contender, and that's
network
Jamie
problems. Blinking in and out.
Let's hope he lasts the race. In fact, if you look at Ayres in 6th, McCarron in 8th, Murray 9th, Warmingham in 10th, they're all in the 104s as well, but no one else is. From Nom. Here comes Brian Holmes on Johnny Brandon. This is for P2. Probably not round the outside in turn 1. Oh, could well be. Pretty good if you can get that done. Brandon's still there. Not right late enough, so Holmes is through.
Good move from Brian. Right at the time as well. 1:26 left of this race to go. Oh, behind. Who is that? That was our championship leader, Ayres. He hit the wall pretty hard. Got a lap and a half to do. Got to drop some places here. This is not good.
He's another one to get involved with Anwar Smith.
Take a look at that back, see exactly what happened. He got a great run on Smith there, didn't he? And just peels to the outside, I have to say.
Was alongside.
He needed to be given a bit of a room. But always a risky place to try and do it.
Yeah.
The driver doesn't see you there. So, no reason why though. Spot would have called that, so... To say, I think he was deserving of a bit of room.
Bit of room, it was a bit optimistic.
He's pulled into the pits as well, so... That could be him done.
I don't think he could get it going, did he? I think he was... Did he just go to the pit lane, did he?
I think so in the end, so got it.
Although he might just he might only be one lap down though, that might be the thing. One lap down, he should get some points, Jamie Ayres. He'll lose out on the chance to reverse grid as well by going to the pit lane.
That's it, yeah, 13 seconds to go. Nom's not going to make it through another one, so white flag will come out as he approaches the chicane. This will be the final lap.
So it will be just one lap down for Jamie Ayres, and that's important for his championship. It's also important for this man's championship. Aaron Nom comes round the final corner. The right-hander, he started on pole. He had to fight for it early on. Aaron Nom coming through and wins for TBR.
Look at the pack behind, that's crazy. Holmes followed by Brandon, Cherney. Couldn't really do anything. Let's have a look at the sort of the second pack. You've got McCarran, Lon Murray, Warmingham.
Oh my God.
Clay there as well. Next pack.
Look at Stevens, Lundgren, McDonald, Rizzo. Coming through the final corner, they're side by side and going to be super close at the line. Oh dear, crash. Lundgren into the wall.
Did he hold on to his position or did Rizzo get him? Yeah.
Did. Josh Thompson got back even more. To be fair to him, he has finished on the lead lap with that car the way it is.
Did well. Did very well. I mean, look at it. You can see it's still snaking around at the back.
Oh, that's possible. Edgecock getting across and Cullinan and Hardy all involved in incidents, but making it to the end. Right, let's take you through the finishing order then for round 18 of the BSR Mazda MX5 Winter Series here at Road Atlanta. Aaron Nom taking the win by nearly 5 seconds in the end. It's amazing considering how closely fought that was for most of it. Brian Holmes in second, Johnny Brandon third, Alex Cherney in fourth, and Anwar Berwell-Smith in fifth. Adam McNally in sixth, Nick McCarran in seventh, and eighth for Lorne Murray, ninth Richard Warmingham, George McClay in 10th, Steve LaValle in 11th, Jack McIntyre, reigning champion, survived a crash to finish 12th somehow still, ahead of Steve Hefford who crashed as well, Peter Van Gool 14th, Lee Deemer 15th, Luke Clark 16th, and Kip Stevens in 17th, 18th for Robert Lundgren, 19th Cesare Rizzo, 20th Joe McDonald, 21st Thorstein Helgeson, Benjamin Mayes in 22nd, Alan McCain in 23rd, Rob Graham 24th, 25th David Ayres, 26th for Lee Berridge, 7th Craig Jones, 28th for Adam Hedgecock, 29th is Rafe Cullinan, Carl Hardy in 30th, 31st Josh Thompson, and then one lap down is Dave Christie, and then Jamie Ayres in 33rd just behind him, and then the retirements, 4 of them, Michael Barry, Max Wright, Adam Broughton Grant, Daniel McCauley.
For those tuning in on iRacing Live that might not have seen this, if you think the racing's over for the night, well, think again. We've got a reverse grid wheel coming up, and yeah, we'll have a short break, and after we've got the wheel spun, and yeah, we'll be back at it again with the leaders trying to come through from the back. So don't go anywhere, stay with us. We'll be yeah, we're back after I've done the wheel. Sorry, Andrew. I can see a few people disconnected from the stream, so I thought, well, I'll get that in there. Might as well do the wheel while we're at it, if that's all right.
Sorry, have I missed something?
No, I was just advising people not to leave.
Sorry.
You thought I was signing off, didn't you?
I did.
No,
said
not
to back after this.
Right, the wheel is spun. We've got 23rd as well. Who will that put on the pole position?
What will that be? 23rd place goes to Alan McCain. So he's going to be starting on pole position. Benjamin Mayes behind him, and then it's Thorstein Helgeson, Joe McDonald and Cesare Rizzo rounding out the top 5. So let's see how they get on when we return here on Apex Racing TV for 3 more races tonight in the BSR MX5 Winter Series.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
In the outside, contact made, 56 slides it at a 4, who's gonna be at the stripe, dead even, give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
Welcome back to Road Atlanta, welcome back to Apex Racing TV and the BSR MX5 Winter Series. Andrew Woodhouse alongside Alex Simpson and Adam Bath.
Hello.
He's made it, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, Windows decided to give me a break with the updates, just about, and yeah, we're now on the grid.
There he is. Race 1 was pretty eventful. We were just discussing off camera some incidents and good driving, some close racing, so without further ado, Adam, if you can take away some of the grid. I think they started early last time, though, so be careful.
Okay, so we'll wait and see. Alan McCain starts on the pole, Benjamin Mia starting in second, then it's Thorstein Helgeson third, Joe McDonald fourth, then it's Rizzo in fifth, then Robert Lundgren in sixth, Kip Stevens seventh, Luke Clark in eighth, ninth Lee Diemer, and 10th it is Peter Van Gool. Starting in 11th, Steve Hefford, 12th Jack McIntyre, 13th for Steve Lavallee, then George McClay, Richard Warmingham, Lorne Murray, Nick McCarron, Anna McNally, Elmar Burrell Smith, and Alex Shirley rounding up the top 20. Here we go.
Good stuff. Here we go. Red lights are on at Road Atlanta Short. Green light is on. Big wheel spin by McCain. Mace got pretty close. Helgeson got a wonderful start on the outside. Nice sweep round is the Icelander into the first corner. But he loses a bit of momentum. That's Rizzo up into third. And that's off. And that's Van Gool.
Youth Energy
and
car.
Holmes is off too.
Oh, two Youth Energy cars then.
Spending more time off the track than on it. Youth Energy. First lap.
Good to see one of the Automac cars up there already with Benjamin Mias. It's the top tier as you were, but it's a good start from Rizzo up to third, and now Mias fancies his chances of getting the lead here as we go down the backstroke.
Yeah, we'll see. This layout just provides some good overtaking opportunities. We were saying, Adam, that the overtakes aren't quite as easy as previously with the long straight here at Road Atlanta. Oh, Mias got a little tap from Helgeson. Now they're three wide. They were three wide. Lee Diemer, who's made a belting start. Lee Diemer, look at that, Alex. He's up into the top five, and he's almost going three wide with Rizzo and with Helgeson.
Yeah, puts himself into third, in fact. Oh, this could be tasty going into turn one. Someone's around in the back, one of the Duff cars.
It's Clark.
Everyone's scrambling to avoid.
Oh no! Oh, well done, Luke Clark. He got it off the road.
And he's blown the.
He took someone with him.
Did he?
Blown the engine off. No, he's got to go in
Well, maybe separate instant. Van Gaal also around.
Oh,
I think
again.
another one of the Duff cars was caught up in it. Yeah, I think Macaulay
McDonald
as well.
Oh, Macaulay's towed back to the pits as well. McIntyre's connection was going, and I think it meant that he didn't register a lap, so he's been dumped to the back of the field.
Van Gaal, it was avoidance of Clark. And then, unfortunately, he looked like it was all okay, but he got the death wiggle. Van Gaal, a massive shunt into the outside wall. Really big hit.
I think McIntyre might still be there, you know. Yeah, disaster there. Just in front of McIntyre, it's wheel-to-wheel between Hefford and that's got to be car 13, Benjamin Mears, as they go through the final corner.
Here comes McIntyre.
Renault's dropping down the order as well.
McIntyre reigning champion. Terrible internet connection, it looks like at the moment, for him. So that'll be slightly disorientating for some of the drivers around him. Think about Robert Lundgren just behind, although he is going through on Mears. Mears gets out of the way, I think, because of that. There might have been a slowdown for him, and now it really bottles up in this section of the course. Oh, Mears and and Helgeson.
Lundgren.
Lundgren's around. No.
Oh, for the second night in a row, it just never seems to improve, does it?
2 cars off down the S's. It was McNally, and it was also McCarran. Still carrying on. Here comes Josh Thompson. He's taken. Oh, Thompson hits. He's just hit Lee Berridge.
Oh, and then Elliot does it again here as Berridge tries to power away the attacks from Josh Thompson.
Robert was in zone, wasn't he? Watching Roberts one back on a replay, we'll have a look, see what happens to Thompson.
Carry in the middle of the road.
It's
Lavallee.
Oh, it's Lavallee.
He's been hit. He just lost the car on his own. Oh, coming out of the chicane, lost the car on the exit. It's the bridge, and he tries to keep it off the road. Oh, he's yeah, and he got hit by a couple of cars there. Well, unfortunate for him. Lee Deemer into the lead.
Oh no, what's happened to Lee Berridge? It's Berridge.
Deemer.
Is the other Lee Berridge has been turned around just on the exit of turn 1.
On earth, McIntyre's connection is a liability at the moment.
Oh, it is.
Hefford can't do anything.
He doesn't know where he's coming or going.
He needs to let him through, really. He needs to let Hefford through. Let his teammate go.
Alan McCain.
And then Deemer. Oh, Deemer hitting him.
And it nearly gave the opportunity to Rizzo, but then he had to take evasive action and has lost a ton of ground. Down to 5th.
I don't know how Rizzo lost so much ground there, because got more damage. Stevens and Warmingham and Mears and Helgeson and Thompson and McNally. This is going to get feisty because Thompson and McNally are coming to this battle. And they came here to kick ass and 2 bubblegum. They're all out of gum, 3 wide. All out of brains, it looks like, as well.
Oh, good move.
Cullinan, wasn't it? Oh no, just behind them. Look at that.
It's probably Cullinan, I think.
Ayres and Jamie Ayres, who was leading the championship before race 1, involved in all this as well. Alex, where to look on this in this race 2? You can't really. Oh, and here comes McCain again. He's trying to get the lead back on Lee Deemer. Back from Lee Deemer. Deemer on the outside. Goes back for the second part. Oh. It's hit by McIntyre. McIntyre's connection's appalling. Something's going to happen here, I'm sure. Rizzo's back in it.
Rizzo's going to power around the outside.
Oh, he tries to go through, but there's not enough room for that move.
Yeah, the left rear and the right front's touched there. That's McIntyre back through.
McIntyre, his connection is appalling. Terrible at the moment.
Oh, as Deemer just swoops in front of Alan McCain there.
Steve Hefford leading.
10 positions gained as well for Hefford.
With Lee Deemer, who was leading, isn't now.
Biggest movers in the field as McCain nearly went off into the field. Biggest movers Josh Thompson, 22 positions gained, and Jamie Ayres up 20.
In the field, no Simon Field tonight. 20 cars separated by 11.9 seconds. BSR MX5 Winter Series. It's all kicking off here. Oh, and it is kicking off now.
It's
McClay,
Rizzo.
And it's Rizzo. Into the
Look
chicane.
away for 5 seconds to a mid-pack battle, and boom, they hit each other.
McClay sort of lost his way a little in the chicane, and Rizzo comes steaming in. And,
Rizzo's done, and both of them are done.
McClay was going slowly in the middle of the chicane. I'm not sure what was going on with him there. Be an interesting one later on.
Oh my goodness me. We've got Thorstein Helgeson, we've got Kip Stevens,
Oh, wow.
We've got Jamie Ayres and Alex Tierney all battling away here.
Alex, is that gaggle of MX5s you were on about last
Yeah,
night?
this was... yeah, exactly. This was the battle I did swap to just a second ago to have a little look. It's just crazy.
We go up in the... I'll tell you what, can we go up in the iRacing blimp and see if we can see anything? I don't know if we will be able to, I'll be honest with you. But...
Yep, we're up there.
Never mind.
Ah, here we
Never
go.
mind. Mazda MX5s, it'll be the
Oh!
MG Midgets down there. Oh,
McCarron getting hit by McNally. It's all very tight in there.
somehow Jack McIntyre's up to second place while we've been looking at this battle.
Yeah, we used to go up in the blimp all the time. We've done that for quite some time. Here we go into the chicane. McCarron and Johnny Brandon's bit of contact, slight. Stevens with damage. Slow down one or the other.
Well, he's got the King's livery on here.
Oh, it's not
into
good
the
to be the
wall.
King this time.
It's McCarron. Now that was have you
Interesting.
been framed, I reckon. Oh dear. That might be worth a replay, Alex. Dear me. Alan McCain's crashed as well.
Oh no.
Oh.
Well, Nick McCarron won't be receiving £250 for that one.
Receiving an invoice.
You're right. Probably an invoice. McCain's crashed.
Alan McCain, who was running in third place, that is the exit of
That's the exit 2, isn't it?
turn 2, I think. Is that up the hill, or is that the S's?
Let's see.
Oh, that's turn
Oh, it's
3.
the exit
That's going
3,
down the
sorry.
S's, yeah. Camera angle is
Oh,
difficult
he
to.
got-
Yeah.
It's like he got a bit high-centred, Alex, maybe on the curb, and it just kind of pushed him forward. It's like that Vettel crash at Canada that time.
Yeah,
Where
we've seen a
couldn't get
couple of
any-
weird reactions, haven't we, of the car
Yeah.
here. Normally they're quite compliant over curbs and bumps and things like that, but yeah, not today, not these curbs, it would seem.
Could not get any purchase on the surface at all. Hefford leads. McIntyre and his dial-up internet connection is in second place. Anwar Smith is in... Oh dear, I can't watch McIntyre's car. Be dizzy. Anwar Smith in third.
Crash! Into the wall goes Lee Deemer.
Well,
Oh no.
Well, he was battling with Josh Thompson, and
They've had some contact. They have.
Oh dear! Now, I don't know if the steering might have broke when the two made contact
They
for
had
Deemer.
multiple. Thompson trying to go around the outside, but Deemer closes the door. Thompson still persistent. Too persistent, I think. Tries to go through and broke the steering of Deemer. And Alex, I don't know about you there. I think he had the run, but the gap was always closing.
yeah.
I think you've got to exercise a bit more caution if you're Josh Thompson in that occasion.
You have, but on the opposite side as well, when you can see someone like Josh is coming around the outside, you know, if you're just going to blindly carry on closing the door, knowing all full well that he's going to still stick his nose there, you're asking for trouble. You've got to think of who you're driving against, and that's the kind of driver that Josh is. So, you know, you can avoid those.
Oh, well, both of them could have avoided it.
Yeah.
Let's face it. So
Who's
maybe
this?
probably a racing incident. Oh, that's not a racing incident. That's Jamie Ayres, and he's up and over. And Thorstein Helgeson was involved. These two.
Now, how did this happen?
Oh,
That's the iRacing World Cup, isn't it, Alex? I think.
I'd be
Just
interested,
getting-
Alex, to see that.
Getting a
for you to
replay
get the
now.
minute. And it's Helgeson. He's gone in a bit too deep to turn 3. Turn 2, sorry. And just ends up deboning.
You're right. That's exactly
That's the World Cup,
exactly
isn't
my
it?
World
Yeah.
Cup incident all over again.
Right then, 4 laps to go. Josh Thompson is up to
Who's
4th
left?
place, 8 seconds off the lead. Amazingly, we've only lost 7 cars.
No idea how that is.
Great battle from sort of around the 8 still.
We've lost 8 cars. McCain is
Oh, yeah.
Well, we're losing 8 cars.
Technically,
McCain's had another problem, hasn't he?
Yeah, the battle that Alex was just on about there. McNally
Same
versus
corner.
Lon Murray. And also Johnny Brandon, Brian Holmes, and Kip Stevens in there as well.
Where are we looking? Yes. Right. Going to be interesting, this one, isn't it? McNally's pretty quick. Bringing Murray along with him, side by side, nearly through the S's. Brandon pushing on Lon Murray, he's trying to get through. Murray not giving him any inches. Brandon trying to get through somehow, left or right. Which way is he going to go? Going to try and go left. Is he Murray? Can he defend the inside line? Is there going to be a move by Brandon? No, there's not. But there might be a move by Brian Holmes, car 2. The Youth Energy team.
Got a move by Broughton Grant just in the background.
Yeah.
Trying to get past. Sorry, Aaron Nom trying to get past that Broughton Grant. Really works there. The back of that trait. 3 laps to go then. Lap 12.14. Now here comes the Youth Energy car of McNally up the inside, or of Holmes up the inside, and that is him up to 10th place, unless Johnny Brandon can respond on the exit at the first corner. Just no, he can't. And through the inside goes the Automet car. Lon Murray trying to get it through.
And just a quick word on Broughton Grant and Norm. Broughton Grant 4th coming into tonight's meeting. Aerodom in 7. And off goes Johnny Brandon. And off goes. Wait a minute.
I think that's McCain.
That's the damage card of McCain.
Yeah,
He's not going to make it to the end. I don't think he's got too much damage.
Setting ourselves up for a grandstand finish at the front as well. Jack McIntyre with that internet still set a lap time that was 0.3 of a second quicker than Jack McIntyre. Sorry, Steve Hefford.
Might be pinging Steve Hefford in a minute.
Seems to have settled down a little bit, doesn't it, as well? So
maybe it's just around. Maybe it's just around some of the other cars. But yeah, McIntyre, car 1, reigning champion of the series, is in a good position
as well.
Yeah, in a good position, McIntyre, and probably going to be the chicane where it gets done. Hefford, big armful of opposite lock through the S's. Alex, he's trying hard.
Well, you got to at this point. He want to win. McIntyre will want it as well. They've got a fair margin, so they might as well have a good old battle out there. Just don't wipe each other out.
Easier said than done, judging by what some of the other teams have done tonight. When we come round this final corner, Adam, there'll be only one more lap to go.
Yeah, we're going to get a white flag. Jack McIntyre's last win, he's there somewhere, it was at Laguna Seca. Hefford's last win was back at Silverstone Southern last week. So both have had recent wins here for the Momo team. And we're going to see who can get it done here. Hefford with the green windscreen strip, McIntyre with the purple, magenta. And now over the top of the hill, it's all going to be about who gets this good run through the S's.
Is that green? That looks more like
Dayglow.
Luminous yellow to me.
Yellow to me. That's my colour, isn't it? That's my colour here. It is
the Andrew Woodhouse colour, yeah.
It is indeed.
It's the Brawn GP colour.
I'd say that's yellow.
Yes.
I would say that's yellow. And who's going to be, is anybody going to be red-faced?
I think we're going to be black and blue by the end.
Yellow-bellied. Maybe. We'll see. Into the chicane then. For the final time, Steve Hefford. Going through. It's a good exit by McIntyre, but we don't know where he is. I think he might have gone off onto the... He might have gone
Could
off
have been
onto
a good
the
exit.
I think he has. Hefford. Steve Hefford's going through. He's going to win it.
Aero Nom versus Johnny Brandon. Those positions have just changed. I mean, that's just a move up the inside. It is. So Nom the position there in the closing stages here. And it's going to be Cierney in 7th.
Wide for Nom there. And you can't get close enough coming out the corner to take the place. Going to be close between Stevens and Broughton Grant. This goes to Kip Stevens. Then coming through, Jamie Ayres, he was leading the championship, Alex, before tonight, and it's all gone wrong here.
For the mare, that's how quickly it can happen though, isn't it, with the series?
Yep. How many times have we seen that over the years, as Ayres will be the last man over the line? Oh my word! Did you see that?
just jumped to him, but I missed what actually happened.
Well, I think it's worth having a look at that.
Who are we looking at?
Jamie Ayres on the chicane. He's crossed the line now.
Has he had a Alex Smolenski roll over? Yes, he has.
He's almost had it.
Oh, it's like the Reliant Robin, isn't it?
On 2 wheels, Alex. I don't know if you can get that. But
Just getting it now. Oh, wow, look at that.
I don't know how that even happens, but there we go. And Adam, if you can take us through the results for round 18, I believe.
You would be right, yes, round 18. Victory for Steve Hefford. Back-to-back race 2 victories for the Momo Racing car. Jack McIntyre finishing in 2nd. 3rd for Anwar Smith. 4th, Josh Thompson in the end. Good fight through the field there by Tomo, even though it split opinion in the comments box what's going on. Yeah, fight, literally. Richard Warmingham finishing in 5th. Benjamin Mears did drop down from 2nd, but still a top 10 result for him. He'll take that. Alex Yerney finishing in 7th. 8th, Brian Holmes. 9th, Adam McNally. Lon Murray in 10th. Aero Nom coming through the field to finish 11th after his race 1 win. And Johnny Brandon in 12th. Kip Stevens in 13th. Adam Broughton Grant 36th on the grid to 14th. And Michael Barry 34th to 15th. 2 storming drives through the field there by those 2. Then Luke Clark finishing in 16th. Max Wright 17th. Good drive there by Max. That is a gain of 18 positions. And Adam Hedgecock in 18th, 19th David Ayres, and 20th for Carl Hardy. 21st for Rafe Cullinan. Had his own issues at the start, but was able to fight back through the field and get a just outside the top 20 result. Rob Graham 22nd. Joe McDonald in 23rd. He too had issues on the opening lap of the race. Dave Christie 24th. 25th for Lee Berridge. 26th for Craig Jones. Jamie Ayres in 27th. There is the championship leader. And the car's 1 lap down or more. 28th for Alan McCain. Very good possibility that the pole sitter in race 2 will be the pole sitter again for race 3 due to the lack of cars that were classified. Thorstein Helgeson 2 laps down. Lee Deemer 5 laps down. And McCarron as well had that poor moment on the front straight. Then Rizzo, McClay, both of them coming together. Van Gool, Leverly facing the wrong way under the bridge on the exit of the chicane. And then Lundgren, who just doesn't have anything going for him at the moment. And Daniel McCauley starting 37th and finishing 37th. Barely got going in this second race.
Yeah, there's been a few drivers actually who've not completed the prescribed distance, but hopefully that will change in race 3. Alex, what do you have in store for us here with the Wheel of Fortune?
Let's see where we get. Obviously last time 23rd still showing. Give it a spin. See where we end up. Paul's gone. Pretty sizable, I think 26. Yeah, still going to get 22nd. 26 it is.
That's Craig Jones. He's going to be on the pole. Just when I said that Alan McCain had a strong chance, didn't fall for him. It is going to be Craig Jones on the pole. Lee Berridge going to be starting in 2nd. 3rd is going to be Dave Christie, and he started 4th in race 2. He's going to be starting 4th here in race 3. It's Joe McDonald with Rob Graham in 5th.
Right, and looks like a good front of the grid then for race 3. And join us back here for more from the iRacing BSR MX5 Winter Series. We'll get that one right eventually. When we return here on Apex Racing TV, stay with us, please.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
Truex in the outside, contact made, 56 slides in at a 4, who's going to be at the stripe, dead even, give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
We're back at Road Atlanta, the BSR MX5 Winter Series. Andrew Woodhouse, Adam Bathman, Alex Simpson joining you here. And Alex, this has been a really fast and furious meeting here. And I really don't know what to expect going forward. It's been a lot of chaos.
Yeah, it has. The second one, the first race really good. Second one, as the drivers were coming through, lots going on. Some good hard racing though. Let's just hope it's just a tiny little bit cleaner this one, and we have less retirements and more of that first race action.
Indeed, and Adam, several drivers at the front of the field will be looking to make a bit of a name for themselves tonight.
Yeah, we've got quite a few unfamiliar faces to hit grid. We've got Craig Jones starting on the pole, then second is Lee Berridge, third Dave Christie, fourth Joe McDonald, fifth Rob Graham, and Rafe Cullinan, Carl Hardy, David Ayres, Adam Hedgecock, Max Wrighton, Luke Clark running up the top 11. Here we go.
And then ready for another 14 laps of Road Atlanta Shorts. Now as the green light is on, great start from Berridge. I think he's going to take the lead here. And he has already taken the lead, Lee Berridge. Fantastic start from him. Joe McDonald looking to get second place as well. Jones struggling off the line. But Lee Berridge leads. Lead Berridge even.
Power of the lead today. We've had Lee Deemer leading, and now we've got Lee Berridge leading as we go over the top of the hill.
But lead Deemer, lead Berridge. McDonald going all over the shop through the S's. Cullinan's trying to attack him. Here, the Irishman.
Graham through as well. That was good.
Graham up 2 places, then into third place in the opening half a lap as we go through the long right-hander and back towards the finishing line.
On versus Cherney versus Hefford and McIntyre. All-star cast that is.
Some of the issues already.
All-star pile-up. Going into the chicane. Adam, here we go.
The biggest slowdown in history, I think.
Wide.
Oh, yeah, this is not going to go well.
It has.
Somehow, but it's still, as we plunge back down the hill, Lorne Murray, Johnny Brandon and Adam Broughton Grant and Youth Energy cars are trying to go 3 wide through the final corner. Oof.
Oh my goodness.
Still not over. Going to try 3 wide again into turn 1.
Brandon up the inside of Murray. Murray's got nowhere to go. Off goes Holmes as he did on lap 2.
Oh, they're around.
Last time, and here comes McNally as well. And off goes Big One McIntyre.
Hefford involved as well.
It's not McIntyre.
Ayres, the championship leader.
Again, my God. Are we serious? What on earth has happened to Jamie Ayres tonight? Oh, he hit Meyerson's bun. And he hits him on the way through. That is a very, very unhappy afternoon for Jamie Ayres. It's not unhappy at all for Lee Berridge. Look at that, 1.5 seconds now.
Into the chicane and to complete the second lap. We've still got wheel to wheel between Broughton Grant and Johnny Brandon as they go out of the chicane. Brandon going to try and go around the outside. He's got his teammate there as well in David Ayres, and Lorne Murray also there as well as they go through the final corner.
Yeah, that's Ayres, different spelling, no relation. Brandon versus Broughton Grant once more. Pretty close there. Nom versus McIntyre versus Cherney now.
Keith Hefford's a long way down the order, our race 2 winner, plus he's completely lost the front end of his car. So he's been in the wars in the early going. Definitely won't be replicating his race 2 win here.
How on earth does that happen to Steve Hefford? In 31st place. There is not a lot left of that MX5. That's one of the most destroyed MX5s I think I've seen. It's still going somehow. Alex, that is severe damage.
Oh, it's...
Sorry, who was that? I'm just trying to find them on the...
Hefford.
Yeah, Hefford. I was just looking at Robert as well. He's in a right old state. There's a lot that are in a right old state, but you're right. Hefford's car just obliterated at the front, isn't it?
How it happened.
Graham through into second.
Well, he was involved in the same crash that took out his teammate, so it all happened at the same time.
Bob Graham through to second, or is he? Cullinan's going to try and hold on around the outside here as we go up the hill on lap 4.
And then he's going through Rob Graham. That's good.
McIntyre's crashed.
Even the space did Rob Graham. Brilliant driving.
Somehow found a space there, and it's that 3 Momo cars that we've now lost in the last 4 laps.
Well,
Hefford, McIntyre and Ayres, and Rizzo as well. I think that's all of them
4.
gone, you know.
Was McKinnon still in the race?
Oh, he is. What about Nick? Sorry, he's in 22nd. Look at this between Graham and Cullinan.
It's a brilliant battle because they're giving each other enough room, Alex. Just about enough room.
Yeah, only just as well. Some good battling side by side.
But when Graham went
them down, that's the trouble, isn't it? So the whole pack's just starting to sort of box up a little bit behind them, and that's when we see some big crashes.
But when Graham went up the inside of Cullinan, he got out of it and left that opportunity. Just he could go side by side, so there was no contact. Lee Berridge now leads by 5 seconds. It was 2 at the end of the previous lap. 106.3 for Lee Berridge, 108.6 for Rob Graham, and he still maintains P2. Cullinan slightly on the wrong line down the hill.
Gotta wonder where all the big cars are, and the answer to that is that they've all been in issues. Josh Thompson with a huge slowdown at the beginning of the race, which has really ruled him out of any chances of getting towards these guys. Look at this!
Oh, here we go, this is going to be a problem. 3 wide. McDonald very sensibly gets out of that because he might be able to make a place on the cutback. Can he do it? Can he cut to the inside? Can. Joe McDonald's going to take advantage of Cullinan here. Still an overlap. Cullinan got a good run. Who's this on the inside?
Clark.
It's Hardy.
Oh, Clark and Hardy.
Oh, Clark's crashed.
Hardy up the inside of McDonald. Brilliant. Oh,
but
he
crashed
can't
as well,
keep
I believe.
it. He can't keep it either.
3 wide over the top of the hill.
It's Johnny Brandon.
Oh, Cherney involved in that crash as well. His car is done. That's in a worse state than Hefford's.
Johnny Brandon up into 4th then. Got 3 of them on that straight. Can he get Rafe Cullinan here?
Over for Hazy Designs, I believe. His mate with Aeronom. Adam Hedgecock is just blinking in and out before he had crashed. Oh no, he has dropped down the order. But here comes Brandon.
On the brakes, but can he turn it into the chicane? The answer is can. Great. Oh, he squeezes Cullinan on the exit.
Obviously, saw the people that have crashed. We can only show you so much.
Only show so many crashes in one race meeting.
It's a lap 7 and half race distance. It's Berridge leading by 7 seconds. Then Graham, Brandon, then Cullinan, McDonald, Holmes, Broughton Grant, Nom, Hardy, and Max Wright rounding up the top 10.
Alex, Lee Berridge isn't going to believe his eyes. However, the one thing that he will not want is Johnny Brandon to get up into 2nd place, or Brian Holmes, because they can take that 1 second a lap, I think, out of him.
You're right, I think they could. 8 laps to go. Still catchable, but just needs to focus, doesn't he? No mistakes.
It's going to be it now, I think. Brandon has got the inside.
Johnny Brandon with 1 win to his name this season, and that was back at Imola 2 weeks ago.
Rob Graham's good on the brakes. Scotsman, can he make some fight of this with Johnny Brandon? So is no. Brandon through and off after Lee Berridge. This is where the Greyhound chases the rabbit.
Well, he's got to make pretty much a 2nd a lap if he wants to have any chance.
I think he can.
Wait and see. Look at this though. Cullinan versus...
He only lost 1/10 overtaking 2 cars in that last lap.
This is Holmes versus... Yeah, this could be close. Into the first corner we go. Round the outside goes the Duff Beer car of McDonald. Well, it's best to hold on to 4th here. It's all getting a bit too close for comfort.
Oh, Holmes sweeps into the 2nd place in that queue. Cullinan still ahead of Nom ahead of Broughton Grant.
Craig Jones has crashed out of the race to make it 10 cars that are out. But Dave Christie didn't take the start.
On with a good run through the S's. A decent run on Cullinan, Alex, but he's going to have to go the long way around here.
Yeah, like you say, got a good run. but he is going to have to at least get the overlap on the outside.
Oh,
that'll give him the
though.
inside. I think he's going to do that. Oh, he sweeps right across, just in the nick of time as well.
Got the help from the slipstream, and McDonald's under pressure from Holmes.
Line to start.
He bounced to that pressure, Adam.
Yeah, through he goes. He gets drunk under the table, you could say. Perridge does a 106.7, 106 dead for Johnny Brandon. That's 6/10 of a second gone already.
That's enough for Lee Berridge, though. 8/10 of a second, Alex, will not help Johnny Brandon whatsoever.
No, Lee just needs to manage the gap and not worry about it. Hopefully he'll have someone just to say, no, he's not going to catch you up at that rate, don't worry about it. So he keeps the pressure off him.
But maybe he's got tyres in hand. Maybe he managed to save something. Never know. I mean, the one thing is he's not battling. He's not overstressing the car. So we'll see what he can do, Lee Berridge. He's going to have to be the best he's ever been, I think, to beat Johnny Brandon here. It's crazy saying that when he's got a 6-second lead, isn't it?
Between Cullinan and Broughton Grant going into the final chicane. Cullinan just holding on for now. His teammates just a little bit further back as well, Carl Hardy, but looks like Aero Nom's got past Joe McDonald, and McDonald could be about to lose out to Cullinan as well as they go through the final corner.
106.7 for Bridge, 105.8 for Brandon. At that pace, he will do it by the end. Cullinan going through Broughton Grant sideways. McDonald, he's still got a bit of a run. Broughton Grant has to cut him off. He can do that. And here comes Smith. Oh! Word.
Still not over. On the outside, no chance there. Rob Graham and Brian Holmes as well are very close.
Good from Smith. Really applied the pressure well.
Holmes has not got the best straight line speed in the world there. And this has allowed Graham and Nom to go and have their own battle. It looks like Nom might be able to get past him already.
I'm trying it again. Oh. Graham really late on the brakes. He's missed the chicane.
Oh no!
And in the background,
he nearly loses the car.
And in the background, Anwar Smith and Adam McNally collide. I believe that's two teammates, isn't it?
Teammates, yeah.
Again.
They don't care, do they? In the youth energy, have at it.
And that was McNally coming far too hot, trying to overtake McDonald. And it was Anwar Smith, his teammate, that really bit the dust there. Another second gone at the front. Where's
4.2 seconds now. Josh Thompson versus Lee Deemer and everyone else. It looks like this is a bit of a battle that we've got on our hands here. Thompson's just got to the front of it and is up to 10th place.
Got to feel that really the gap is 3.2 because Brandon will have a second where he's got that slipstream.
Having a little look, further back. Seeing what's going on. This is McCarran and Hardy. Apologies. Just flipping the cameras around. Like you say, where to look tonight.
Gap is down to 3.6 seconds. Oh, as getting hit in the back is Lee Deemer by Daniel McCauley. This is the blue Duff Beer car. And last contact. Somehow he misses the wall and he's gone.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, it was a bit silly, wasn't it?
There's Deemer again.
Involved in that, both of them. McCarran's on the grass down the main straight. Don't know what that's in aid of, really, but
he did that in the last race, didn't he?
They ended up crashing for it.
And up the inside of him goes George McClay.
Who's altercation with Rizzo earlier on.
Gap at the lead down to 3.1. It was a 106. It looks like it's 9/10 that's getting taken out, which just isn't enough at the moment, is it? Really, it's down to 2.8 seconds now.
But again, Adam, as I said,
that's
he only needs to get to 1 second on the last lap, and he's got that slipstream.
Coming up on a bit of lap traffic as well, they've got Luke Lark just up the road. That might help the annihilated car.
Lucky it's not annihilated.
Oh, Broughton Grant
just needs to get those extra 2-3 tenths, Bridge.
Yeah.
He can do that. He's been very consistent though. His lap times have been just dropping.
Oh, sorry to interrupt you again. Rob Graham's crashed or spun on the exit of the chicane.
Look then. What happened to him? Oh, he just lost the rear on the exit. Funny, Alex, you don't think the MX5's got a lot of power, but it can do that to you for some reason.
Yeah, it can. Oh, sorry. Look at this between Cullinan, McDonald, and Wright. Sorry, it was Broughton Grant as well. But yeah, you're right. You can get on that power, and if it's just not quite settled, the car will just come around on you.
Cullinan has to try a different line through there now. Make it work. Max Wright's had a good race. Good position to get maybe a top 6 finish here, Max Wright.
Daniel McCauley's had an excellent race. 27 positions gained. He's the biggest mover.
I was going to say Luke Clark might help out Lee Berridge. Going to pull off to the side. Berridge gets no benefit of the slipstream or anything like that, unfortunately for him.
Up down to 1.7 seconds as we start the final lap of the race.
I think he'll be all right. 106.7. He picked it up again, did Lee Berridge. 5.9 for Johnny Brandon. Going to be close, but I think the Annihilated might be elated with victory. We'll see. And it'll all, if he does take it, Alex, it'll all be about the start. That brilliant start that he got.
Yeah, it was a fantastic start. All the way, nice and clear. Sweeped in, let them guys just battle behind while he built that lead. And it's down to 1 second.
Got to be feeling it in the cockpit, Lee Berridge.
Broughton Grant dropping down the order as well.
It's the Adam Broughton Grant from 5th place. It's the worst feeling in the world, Adam, when you see that relative come down. Yeah. But he has to nail this final chicane.
Up his 8 tenths as we go into the chicane. I know all about this. Had to try and hold back Ben Hackerson in a Club Series race.
He's got an excellent run as Brandon. I don't think he's going to manage it, but Berridge is going to get to the line surely here. Through the final corner. It's going to be super close, but it's going to be Lee Berridge takes the win.
Oh, Aero Nom just pipping Brian Holmes to 3rd as well. Broughton Grant dropping down the order again. What's going on here? And also Anwar Smith in the mix, 3 wide across the line, and they somehow all hold on.
Just a heads up to everybody who's watching as well, as I need to let everyone know, is that I've just had a power cut here. Fortunately, we've got a battery backup, which is kicked in, but we get about 5 minutes max before we just drain everything and things start to go. So if the stream goes off, I do apologise. Not much I can do about the power gone, but
yeah. So this might well be the end of the broadcast.
Yeah.
For the evening, but
has been electric.
It has been electric, and now that's why it's drained the whole thing. Adam, if we can then very quickly, you can take us through the results of that thrilling race.
Well, Lee Berridge takes his first win of the season. He will be ecstatic with that, and so will the Annihilated team, because from my stats, that is their first win of the season. Stephen Baxter, actually, he was able to get a win a few weeks back. Johnny Brandon will be blowing a fuse that there wasn't an extra lap, because he finished in 2nd, 2 tenths of a second behind, and he was closing at a fair rate of knots as well. Aero Nom finishing in 3rd, Brian Holmes 4th, Joe McDonald in 5th, Rafe Cullinan finishing in 6th. Josh Thompson vaulted his way up the field from 23rd to 7th. And Max Wright finishing in 8th. Nick 9th placed for Nick McCarron. What? He started 31st and finished 9th. And you can say the same for Daniel McCauley, who started 37th and finished 10th. 11th for Adam Broughton Grant. 12th for Anwar Smith. 13th for George McClay. 14th for Richard Warmingham. Steve Leverley finishing in 15th place. 16th for Alan McCain. And 17th for Carl Hardy. Adam McNally finishing in 18th place and started there as well. He collided with his own teammate too. Rob Graham finishing in 19th and 20th for David Ayres. Pierre Van Gool finishing in 21st. 22nd, Adam Hedgecock. 23rd for Steve Hefford. Then Robert Lundgren, 24th. 25th for Michael Barry. 26th for Kip Stevens. And then the cars that did not finish the race: Paul Lee Deemer, Paul Luke Clark, the 2 L's there. Alex Cierney, 29th, 6 laps down. Craig Jones out as well. Lorne Murray. Jack McIntyre's internet finally got the better of him, and he had to retire with a received throughput. Rizzo out as well. Benjamin Mears, Jamie Ayres, Thorstein Helgerson, and Dave Christie didn't take the start either. So that is a shame for Dave as well, because he had a very good qualifying position. But yeah, very good race, and hopefully the internet, well, not the internet, the power might be back on for this final race. But we'll wait and see. We'll get a reverse grid done as well just before the power dies too, so we can set the 4th race on its way.
We are good. It has kicked back in, so it was just a momentary one, which is fortunate, but Yeah, thankful for the battery backup, that's sure, because it would have killed us right there and then. So let's bring the wheel up and we'll give it a spin and we'll get the final race going.
26 will probably be Kip Stevens, you know, because everyone below him is out of the race.
You must have known what I was about to say then.
Yeah.
Because 26 it is.
There's Kip Stevens then, he's going to be on the pole. Michael Barry second, Robert Lundgren third. Come on, Robert. Get a good race. Hefford fourth, and Adam Hedgecock going to be starting in fifth.
All right, so, well, we've had a near miss with the electricity then, but I'm sure the electricity will be high coming the fourth race of the evening here at Road Atlanta when we return here on Apex Racing TV in the BSR MX5 Winter Series.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
Truex in the outside, contact made, 56 slides it at a 4, who's going to be at the stripe, dead even, give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
Race 4 here on the BSR MX5 Winter Series. Welcome back to Apex Racing TV. Andrew Woodhouse alongside Alex Simpson and Adam Bath. And Adam, we weren't 100% sure whether we'd be here for this race, but we're here. The power is restored and we're all ready to go.
Yeah, and having the power of pole position is Kip Stevens. He's starting on the pole position here. Michael Barry
convenient.
starting second. Lundgren starting in third, Hefford fourth. He's already got a win today. Then Hedgecock fifth, Van Gool 6th, David Ayre 7th, Rob Graham 8th, Adam McNally 9th, and Carl Hardy-Gilvey starting in 10th.
We go then. It was all about the start in the third race of the evening. Going to get the advantage off the grid this time. Red lights are on. Lights are on, revs are up. And they go. Oh, look at Steve Hefford. He's considered the middle there. That could have been interesting. Michael Barry with a great start. On the outside, good job. Hefford slotting into second place, Stevens in third. The Richard Petty Motorsports livery. And down into fourth place is Van Gool. Up into fourth place, sorry, is Van Gool.
Josh Thompson's down to the back of the field. Lee Deemer's done already. I think he might have started from the pit lane actually, so we'll wait and see if he gets into the field.
Thompson got into a crash with Max Wright and Johnny Brandon.
Hefford takes the lead already, 2/3 of the way through the lap, and the winner of race 2 started 4th on the grid. Looks like he's hit the front.
Yeah, and it's going to be very difficult for any of these guys now to bring him back. Steve Hefford, good chicane by Michael Barry, that absolutely nails it. Might have a chance here of sticking with Hefford. Hefford in the bits.
Must have been a jump start.
Such a good start, gentlemen.
Ah, well, this is opening it up for the win now.
It's Barry in the lead. It's Barry, then it's Stevens, then Van Gool and Robert Lundgren in 4th place. Now 5th place because Adam Hedgecock's gone through, and now 6th place because Adam McNally's gone through.
You've energy car going around the outside there into turn 3, and that is him through. McNally up to 5th place, 4 positions gained.
Stuff by McNally, isn't it?
Rafe Cullinan,
early spots, sorry mate.
I was just going to say Rafe Cullinan jumped the start as well. My camera cut to him when before the lights went, and that's because he'd already gone. So him and Hefford both jumping the start.
Yeah. 2 already. Good starts.
Van Gool trying to get past Stevens, and he duly does so going into the chicane.
Here we go, Berridge and...
Oh, they're going to split him.
They're all in there, aren't they? Carl Hardy's in there.
All smoke, car off. It's Rob Graham.
Rob Graham, yeah. Automate driver off. Into the gravel. slowed his progress somewhat.
Imagine if iRacing added the realism of you getting stuck in the gravel.
I think a lot of these drivers would get stuck. Maybe not. Well, they won't get stuck on Thursday night, so get stuck on this though, I reckon. Oh, bit of a mistake by Barry, and he's going to lose the lead. He'll go off onto the grass as well. Couldn't recover it. Into the lead goes Peter Van Gool. This is a good chance for Van Gool.
Youth Energy yet to take a win tonight. In fact, Youth Energy's last win was back at Silverstone Race 1.
Well, they'll be looking to get on the board again then here. And you've got McCain versus, Hedgecock versus McNally. McNally into the chicane first. Hedgecock with the tighter line. He's going to get a good exit.
What's going on here? We've got Carl Hardy, we've got Nick McCarron, we've got Brian Holmes, and
oh my word!
And a whole lot of other cars all fighting for the same bit of track.
Look at it all in front.
In front of them as well, yeah.
Sorry, it's the bit in. Yeah, it was the front that you were calling. Sorry. Hardy was in the second pack by then. But it's Ayres at the front of this one. Then it's Steve Lavallee. Jamie Ayres in here as well. Well, he hasn't been hit yet, so that's something at least for him. Here comes Nom. Nom's giving it everything here in the early going.
Steve giving it back though.
Lavallee's going to try and go around the outside. Doesn't quite make it there, Lavallee.
Richard Warmingham also in there as well, along with Adam Broughton-Grant, who looks like he's going to get pounced on by Nick McCarron here as we go through the long right-hander. Much close racing going on here.
That's very tightly packed. The chicane, Broughton-Grant late on the brakes. Oh, did he get a nudge?
Someone did.
Yeah, McCarron just giving him a nudge.
Might have got a slowdown for that Broughton-Grant. We'll see. He's taking his slowdown right in front of McCarron. He might be.
That's Ayres through. Is Ayres into 17th place, 17 positions gained as well.
Surely now Jamie Ayres is going to be able to put a decent race together here. Just needs some points, really. Keep his challenge going.
Daniel McCauley. Oh no, what's happened to Laura Lundgren? He's off.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Let's take the chicane. Craig Jones has vanished off my timing screen as well. He's had to tow back to the pit, so Craig Jones out of the race.
And it's contact as well, because he ended up going 3 wide between Smith and McCauley, was it? Yes. Lundgren going across the track. Not too much time lost, but about 6 or 7 places.
Very great move on McCauley, actually, just into the chicane. Great move. All on the brakes.
Oh, here comes Jamie Ayres then to make it 3 wide as we go under the bridge. Oh. And
yeah,
Steve
that was
Lavallee there as well.
That was super by Berridge. I just watched that back. That was nicely done. Lavallee, where's he sat? 15th place. He's got ahead of the former championship leader at least.
Got the inside car 104. That's Rizzo.
Rizzo with the blue right in.
Yeah.
One more racing car. He's a good result as well here. Too many DNFs, I think, for him this season. Too many incidents again, but in fairness to him, as opposed to what I was saying a couple of seasons ago, most of these haven't really been his fault. Here comes Stevens having a look at Michael Barry. Here comes McNally, Alex is searching. Car 4's in P4 for a spot on the podium.
Yeah, right on the back of Stevens. Barry under a bit of pressure as well.
Oh, Steve Lavallee.
Up the inside.
Yeah, Stevens going to hold him off, and he's done it.
Brilliant move by McNally. Stevens having to think about, you can't really overtake back into turn 2 and 3. McNally a little slow through that section, but manages to avoid. Now Hedgecock versus McClay. That was McClay in P6. Not in 14th place. What did he do in terms of any slipstream here. He's not really been helped out too much by that. But the battle behind rages on. Berridge versus Nom. Berridge trying to get past Aeronom here.
Oh, 4 wide nearly.
Wow, through the middle looked another
Nom, wasn't it?
racing car. I think it was McCain.
Unless
it was Berridge on. Unless it was Berridge on McCain and not Nom. Hard to tell, really.
Yeah, it's very difficult to tell the difference between the two hazy design cars as Adam McNally takes second place away from Michael Barry.
Oh, look at this behind from about 15th, 16th, 17th. Wow, just a long way back. It's crazy battle
just a bit just behind this.
Oh, we've got Lundgren, we've got Ayres, Rizzo, Sherney, Morton Grant.
Murray, Wright, Valley, Hardy, Thompson. And it tails off a little bit at McDonald, but unbelievable scenes out on the circuit here tonight here in Apex Racing TV. We thank everybody who's joined us tonight. BSR MX5 Winter Series. We're not quite done yet. We've got another 6 laps to go. And it's Berridge versus the Youth Energy car of Holmes. Berridge going through into the chicane. A charge tonight, Lee Berridge. That win just superpowered him, Alex.
Yeah, just full of confidence now, isn't he? So, lapping as quick as some of the fastest guys out there.
Oh, crash, big one. It's Rizzo, it's Wright, and it's Ayres, and it's Jamie Ayres again.
Oh no.
Yeah. It's all in the final corner.
God is what he'll be saying. Jamie Ayres, let's see what happens.
All four, isn't it? Races, he's been involved in something.
What happened?
Coming down the hill into the final corner there.
Ayres. Oh. You know what? I don't know if Ayres might have been the cause of that, Alex.
Sort of got the run and kept himself there, but
also
lost it a bit, didn't he? And then sort of threw in. Not really sure.
Was it Ayres and Ayres that crashed?
It was
Ayres.
It was, yeah. Yeah.
So Ayres was definitely the cause of the crash. But which one then? I'm not sure.
Poor Lorne Murray and Steve LaValle getting collected up as well as the cars flew back across the track.
Yeah, it's one of the things with this track actually. Is at certain parts the walls are quite Watkins Glen-like, Alex, and I do sort of filter the action back into the middle of the track. Van Gool will be very lucky if he didn't get a slowdown. Punishes the curbs in the S's section.
What's happening with Nick McCarron and Adam Broughton Grant? They've just lost a few positions. It's because Josh Thompson's getting by both of them.
And that'll be why.
Thompson up to 16th place now. Didn't have the best starts. I think we explained why, and now he's up 4 positions to 16th.
Robert Lundgren, the next target. Lundgren at least. Well, he has been hit off, hasn't he, in this race? So, yeah, it doesn't ever seem to be a completely clean one for him.
Sorry, guys, look at this. McClay, 5th, 6th, 7th. This is going crazy as they come out of the chicane. Separated apart a little bit now, but we're still too wide.
It's at the head of that as well.
Evans is going to get mugged here, I think, if the Youth Energy car of Holmes has anything to say. Yeah, he does.
I think he's let them go.
I probably would.
I think he wants to get in the way of it. I think that's fair enough because he might pick up the pieces if anything does indeed go wrong. Anwar Smith.
It's Alex Cierney, yeah.
Anwar Smith, after 19 races, by the way, leads the championship now in points.
Well, what happened here then? This was Rizzo.
2 wins.
Yeah, Hefford. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, go on.
I know. I was just going to say, yeah. I was just agreeing with what you said.
No, I was trying to hear what you're saying about the crash.
Oh, yeah, Alex Cierney getting turned around by Rizzo going into the first corner.
Oh, and it bottled up Lundgren. Oh, and Lundgren nearly wipes out Broughton Grant.
Oh, this is epic, this battle here. Aero Nom, Lee Berridge, and Alan McCain.
Oh, man. Well, that is also Macaulay.
All
Berridge on the inside. Good grip and traction and good confidence by Berridge. Car 60 is Alan McCain at the back of the group. Car 56 is Aaron Nom at the front of it. What?
He had to get on the anchors there, Alan McCain. Otherwise, he was off into the wall.
Well, yeah, he's lost a lot of time.
Lundgren's dropping down the order too. Has that something happened to the boosted car? No,
Anything
but
else, maybe. Oh, he has been off at turn 1. He did lose a place or two.
probably explains it. Right then.
Big battle going on now between McClay, Smith, Holmes, Stevens and Hedgecock over 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th.
Yeah, Stevens gets one of those places back. He's up to 7th, still 6 positions lower than where he started. Of course, he started on the pole. And now here come the 2 Youth Energy cars. We saw Smith collide with Adam McNally earlier. He's now fighting with Brian Holmes.
Peter Van Gool looking for his 2nd win of the season. He leads by 3 seconds at the moment. Looks like it's heading his way for now.
Yeah, won his earlier race at Mid-Ohio.
Just 2 laps to go for Van Gool. McNally in 2nd. And, well, McNally 6th in the championship. He hasn't taken a win yet this season, but this will be his 2nd podium finish if he can finish there. But, you know, it's easier said than done around Road Atlanta. We've seen, actually, Alex, yes, we've seen crashes between drivers. We've also seen some single car incidents and just general mistakes that have ended people's races.
Yeah, we have. It's not all been to do with, you know, sort of the pack racing that we see.
Holmes on
Just
Smith.
goes to show, you know, that Road Atlanta is a tough track, no matter what layout you do.
Very tricky. Very, very testing one. It was going to be a difficult one heading into this. Here comes Holmes. He's trying to be a difficult one for George McClay. He's pushing the offensive now, Adam, around the outside of McClay, and it's very close.
George McClay, another previous winner this season. Brian Holmes racing in the Rickman Sports Car Series and trying to get the move done around the outside. This is very close.
He has the overlap. Great driving by McClay not to run into Holmes there. And to slot in just before Smith tries to take advantage, because that surely was the plan of Youth Energy.
Final half a lap then.
On versus Stevens. I wonder if they'll make it to the end. But here comes Peter Van Gool into the final chicane. And, well, it's been a really strong season for Van Gool at the minute. He's sat in the top 5 in the championship. But coming around the final corner, he's going to take his 2nd win of the season here in the BSR MX5 Winter Series. Round 20 goes to Peter Van Gool.
Barry off in the final corner. He's going to relinquish the podium shortly.
Oh, he's going to lose out.
Brian Holmes takes 3rd place.
Close between McClay and... In fact, Barry still beat McClay to 4th.
By 5 thousandths of a second.
Yeah. So he doesn't lose out more than just 1 place. But for Michael Barry, well, missed out on his first podium of the season. Gutting for him on the final lap, Alex.
Yeah. The worst place, isn't it? It's not even final lap. It was like last corner, basically.
When you look at the score sheet and you'll go, well, he started 2nd and he finished 4th. Not a bad race. But he'll know that he had that 3rd place in the bag. It'll be terrible for him, but he can take some comfort in the fact that he's improving all the time and definitely becoming a strong driver in this series. What else is going on there? Has everybody finished?
Yeah, Jamie has just come across the line now to take the 29th position.
At least he got some points. Jamie Ayres, absolute nightmare all race meeting long. Adam, if you can, do the honours and take us through round 20, please.
Yeah, he'll be hoping for better things next week at the Monza Junior circuit. Peter Van Gool takes the win then. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. Adam McNally finishes in 2nd. 3rd, Brian Holmes. 4th for Michael Barry, just pipped to that final spot on the podium there by the Youth Energy car. Then 5th place for George McClay, 6th Anwar Smith, Aero Nom finishing in 7th. The pole sitter Kip Stevens finishes in 8th. Then Adam Hedgecock in 9th and 10th Daniel McCauley. 11th for Lee Berridge, another great drive through the field there by Lee. Then Alan McCain in 12th, Josh Thompson in 13th place, again 7 positions there by Josh. I think his career is just a massive plus, really. Then Nick McKerran 14th, 15th for Rizzo, A big drive there through the field by the Momo racing car. Adam Broughton granted 16th, Hefford 17th, 18th for Joe McDonald. Not a bad return there by Hefford, really, considering he had to serve a drive-through penalty or stop-and-go penalty for jumping the start at the end of lap 1. Then Joe McDonald 18th, 19th Robert Lundgren, and 20th Max Wright. Richard Warmingham finishing in 21st place. 22nd Lorne Murray, Rob Graham 23rd, and Carl Hardy 24th, 25th lead for Alex Yearney. And Lee Deemer 26th, Rove Cullinan 27th, 28th Benjamin Mears, and Jamie Ayres finishing in 29th, the last car on the lead lap. And then the cars that had issues, Luke Clark 1 lap down, then Craig Jones 5 laps down along with David Ayres, Steve Lavelli, and then Dave Christie and Johnny Brandon. And when you look at it, considering it was race 4, I think we probably had the least retirements of the evening in that 4th and final race. Officially, only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars out.
Yeah, and there was a bit of craziness going on all night, really, but to be fair, retirements, Alex, kept pretty low throughout.
Yeah, I think it was just race 2, really, was the worst of it, but everything out. The other 3, good races.
All good fun indeed, and, well, here's a man who took what is first win of the season, and a welcome one at that. Lee Berridge joins in the commentary box. Can you hear us, Lee?
I can indeed. That's been a long time coming.
Yeah, you've been forcibly, I assume, persuaded to come into the commentary box, but well done for doing that. What was going through your mind as the 7-second lead was being eroded lap by lap?
I need a towel to dry my hands. They were very
everywhere
clammy.
else probably as well.
Yeah, Martin Brandon was very, very quick. I think you're right. I watched a bit of the broadcast back, and you're right. It was the opening few laps. I'd actually changed my setup and run something completely different. Didn't know how it was going to go, but actually it was fantastic. And then halfway through, it just started getting a little bit loose. But the setup is called stable but bitey.
Excuse me. Sorry, that's a bad time to have a coughing fit, isn't it? As your lap times were very consistent. That's what I noticed all the way through the race, and it looked like that even though it was a bit bitey, it looked like you still managed to control it pretty well. And by the end, actually, Johnny didn't really close in too much.
Did he not?
Well, no, but not lap by lap. Sorry, not lap by lap. At least.
Yeah. No, the initial laps were brilliant, but to be fair, I probably could have pushed it a little bit harder. But I saw that gap going up. It got up to 8 seconds, and I thought, right, don't throw it away. I do not want to be on the broadcast in first place and put it in the wall. So yeah, I could have gone a bit more hell for leather, but just kind of reserved it, kept my cool, and it paid off in the end. So I'm absolutely ecstatic.
Awesome, and like I say, it's been a while coming, but first win on the board. Is there anybody you'd like to say thank you to, or anybody you'd just like to say hello who might be watching at home?
I'd like to thank my mum. Thank the guys on Annihilated and Boosted. Obviously, they're hugely supportive. Always been a part of the team for the last couple of years now, and just pleased that they let me come as part of this. And yeah, tonight both my guys, Rob and Hedge, were keeping an eye out for me, let me know who the fast guys were coming up on me.
And well, you were the fastest guy in that race and deservedly taking on the maximum points. So well done, Lee, and hopefully we get you back in here soon.
Yeah, that'd be good. Thanks, guys.
Well done. And I think we've just got time. Got time for one more interview, and Adam is with Adam.
You alright, guys? You alright?
Yeah, good. And your team had an okay evening, especially in race 4. Peter Van Gore taking the win.
Yeah, I had a great race 4. All 3 of us getting on the podium. We had a great race all night, to be honest with you. If it wasn't for me taking on more out in race 3.
Oh yeah, we saw that.
We would have had 4 top 10s, all 3 of us. So, good night for the team. Over the moon with Peter. I'd like to say congratulations, Room, for the win for the night.
Yeah, we extend that as well. Peter's got a win then. Anwar's got a win. We just need you to get a win now.
I wish I could. I'm trying my hardest, but just never seems to happen.
Do you reckon you had anything to catch, Peter, if we had a few more laps? The gap was 2.7 at the end.
No, I don't think I could have, to be honest with you. Even if I was the fastest, it was only by like a tenth, two. There's just no closing the gap. Just trying to play it a bit too safe. Coming through the field, I didn't want an incident like race 3.
Next week, then, we go to the very short Monza Junior. Have you ever had much experience racing around that track?
No, I don't think I've raced Monza Junior yet, to be honest with you. So it should be interesting. But I was expecting this track to be a nightmare, and it turned out to be a good track. It was good fun. Likewise
here, really. Before we let you go then, Adam, do you want to send a quick shout out to anybody?
Yeah, I'd like to give a quick shout out to the sponsors there. Tam's Vehicle Detailing, Motorsport Days Live, Racing Mentor, Youth Energy, and obviously to you guys for broadcasting that, and everyone who sorts the leagues out. It's been an excellent night.
Great, well done on the team's performance, and yeah, hopefully that win isn't too far around the corner. But yeah, thanks.
I hope so.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
Thanks for talking to us, Adam.
Let's hear from Adam McNally there as well, and yeah, Alex, just a final word on tonight's meeting. Then I really enjoyed the action out there. I thought it was good.
Yep, yeah, me too.
Good track choice.
I'd say three good races, and actually, like I said, like you said, sorry, inspired track choice. Whatever. I think we had much better racing with this track than we would have done with the full one. So top job. Even though I did moan at the start because we didn't have camera pack.
And then you nearly got cut off.
Well, yeah.
And we couldn't get Adam in the session for a while. Adam, we're glad you made it. Did you enjoy the races tonight?
Yeah, glad I was able to get here for the majority of the races, and hopefully this track gives us the same amount of good action in the BSR Rallycross Championship on Thursday.
Well, there's a very good chance of that happening. Thank you everybody for watching tonight here on Apex Racing TV and iRacing Live. If you have liked what you've seen tonight on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. You see the button there, just press it. You know, when you see a big red button, you press it. That's what happens. And then there's also a little bell icon next to that, which will give you notifications when our videos come out, so they don't get lost in your endless feed of YouTube subscriptions. Right then, everybody, this has been it from Apex Racing TV and the BSR MX5 Winter Series, and we'll see you all in the next one.